Beneath a woven roof of grass, two newborn lives cling to warmth. Here, a single insect is not a small meal. It is the first payment on survival. The mother places that food with perfect care, but this morning began long before the first bite. To understand how these chicks reach this nest, we have to go back to a branch above the flooded grass. For a male Baya Weaver, fatherhood begins as architecture. Before he can raise a family, he has to build one. He cuts living grass one fiber at a time. Then knots the first loop that will carry the weight of everything to come. Working upside down, he weaves against gravity, while the wind delivers the earliest inspection. A female watches from nearby. In the Weaver world, romance begins with workmanship. Her first answer is no. A weak design earns no second chance from a careful mother. So he repairs, tightens, and tries again. Good builders, like good parents, adjust before they insist. This time she accepts the nest. And he lengthens the entrance into a hanging tunnel of safety. Inside, the chamber deepens into a cradle. Outside, the wetland waits with wind, rain, and teeth. Then the stakes become visible. Two pale eggs and all the silence around them. Rain sweeps across the wetland. And the hanging nest must prove it is more than a beautiful idea. She turns them gently. He keeps watch at the entrance, guarding the future still hidden in shell.
When the snake reaches for the entrance, both parents turn defense into motion and noise.
Then at last, the first egg begins to move. A tiny life is pushing toward the light. The first chick breaks free pink, fragile and scarcely strong enough to lift its own head. Soon the second egg cracks as well. Now there are two mouths, 2 hearts, and twice the urgency. The father arrives with a small insect. The mother turns that gift into the chick's first true meal. By day 3, both nestlings can lift their heads. She removes waste quickly. Cleanliness here is part of survival too. By day 5, pin feathers begin to rise through the skin. At midday, shade becomes as important as food. By day 7, their eyes open wider, and their begging becomes more confident, more demanding, more alive. The nest rocks harder in the wind. Inside, the mother braces while the male holds fast outside. On day 9, feeding quickens, growth is expensive, and these parents pay in relentless trips. Then the yellow snake returns, sliding along a lower frond and climbing once again toward the chamber. This time the male strikes near its head. On the wet branch, the snake loses balance and drops away. Even after the fall, nobody relaxes. By day 12, the chicks already fill far more of the chamber. One reaches the rim of the entrance for the first time. Curiosity is arriving, just as the weather turns violent again. When the sun returns, the first chick looks down from the tube. The world below is wide, bright, and dangerously open. A few wing beats later, instinct overrules fear. The first hop flight carries chick 1 out of the nursery. Then the second youngster commits. Two-day 17 juveniles now share the branch, and the lesson changes. From here on, the parents lead rather than shelter, guiding the juveniles towards stronger perches and shorter flights.
Cleaner juvenile plumage appears by day 31.
Soon, curiosity turns from begging to chasing insects and testing seeds. By day 42, the parents feed them less and expect more. Even the distant shape of a snake below no longer freezes them. By day 49, one young Baya Weaver holds the branch with the quiet certainty of a survivor. What began as 2 eggs in a hanging chamber ends as hard-earned confidence above the wetland sky.